Let us talk about the judging of work of others when it comes to the EB1A. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sharp Raleigh, and we are talking about the EB1A. One of the criteria is judging the work of others. A lot of people asking me the same question: what is judging the work of others? So it is the important component, and you can use that for EB1A and EB1B also. For outstanding professors and researchers. So one of the ways to do that is to have peer reviewing, right? Where your peers will review your academic journals, conferences, publications in your field, and where they will provide a constructive feedback on the evaluation on the research papers, because it's very important that it's recognized. Unfortunately, sometimes this is not really, okay, I'm going to straighten my camera. So this is sometimes not done really well done, and many people come back with peers that are not really recognized, because whenever you're putting someone to review your work, ultimately the work has to, that person has also to identify themselves, put their bio, etc., because if it is not someone in your field, it won't work, right? So that's one of the things. Second is a participation in committees, serving committees, boards, panels. Of course, it has to be related to your area of expertise, and that could involve participation in academic review committees, grant review boards, or industry-specific evaluation panels. And we see many of them, especially big companies, oftentimes they will offer those. And so check with them if you can actually get a chance to do that. Then, of course, you can also be an expert, right? Like, I'm an expert in immigration. You can also use your expertise and be a consultant in that field. And that includes opinions, advising, projects, evaluations. Just like someone will do for you, you can do the same. And that also will be judging the work of others. And another interesting part, right? Mentorship and supervision, right? But when it comes to that, it cannot be within your line of work. So that means if you're paid to do that in your normal course of business, it might not be something we can use, although we can mention it. So what we recommend is that attach yourself to schools, colleges, etc., where you can mentor junior colleagues, students, or even employees. And you can supervise research projects. Let's say you are with a company, you're working in the technical side, but the research teams needs to be supervised. You might be able to use that because it's outside your scope of work, right? And then you can give of course, your professional development of the individuals in your field, and provide recommendations and evaluations of their work. That's what they will show that you judge the work of others. Now, the other things also, which is related to also your cases, is public speaking and presentations, right? If you deliver presentations, like I do a lot of talks, seminars and stuff like that, but I'm talking about here more technical, more scientific related situations, you can deliver those as many as you can, conferences, seminars, and that's why we ask the questions, citations, conferences, and you can participate in those panels where you can offer your expert opinion on the current trends. Current trends are very important because, remember, one of the things you have to show on an EB1 is that you're going to continue in that field. Then your contributions to publications. Of course, write articles, books, chapters in books, and you have to show your understanding, of course, of the field. You cannot just write, oh, I know this person and he's great. No, you have to really go into the details of it. And you can also publish authoritative works that reflects your ability to make substantial contributions. Substantial has to be substantial, something very major, not something very simple. And of course, professional affiliations. We discussed about that, like you can be active in this one is not the one that we talked about earlier for professional association affiliations, where you have to be in invited membership. Of course, invited membership is the best, but these are when you participate in organization where you deliver associations in your basically you deliver your professional opinions to associations, you do presentations, etc., task force, leadership roles, etc. in an organization to demonstrate that your involvement leads to a level of leadership in the industry. And of course, the other one that is separate in itself, but that will help, is receiving awards, honors, recognition in your field, and of course, your substantive ability to judge those work based on those awards, honors, and recognition. See how all this is linked right now, right? We're taking from one to another, but linking it to judging the work of others. And that's where the secret is in doing the EB1A. And collaboration and reviews, of course, collaborating with other professionals in your field is major. And that's basically another way to judge the work of others. And to show all this, right now, this is a big question, of course. How do you prove all this? Well, you have to keep documentation, keep records of your work. And reviews, evaluations, committee memberships, mentoring activities, presentations, etc. and recognitions will help show that you actually judge the work of others, because just saying it is not going to be enough. So when you're applying for your EB1A, EB1B, it is crucial to present a comprehensive evidence, right? And that's a mistake also a lot of people do. They tend to put them separately somehow, but all these are linked. Like awards are linked to judging the work of others. Your publications are linked to judging the work of others. Your evaluations are linked to that. Your peer reviews are linked to that. So this is where we come in as lawyers. We are able to put this together for you with our experience, our knowledge of the law, the facts, and your evidence, and make it happen for you. So if you need help, feel free to reach out, 510-742-5887. And you can email us info@piralilaw.com. Just to remind you, the EB1A is an employment-based category where you don't need an employer to file. And that's one thing which is very interesting. You can be sitting in another country, never come to the United States. We file this, you get it approved, you come to the United States. But beware of scammers. There are many false people who are pretending they know what they are doing, and they will end up putting you in a mess. Rely on a reliable source. Rely on a lawyer who's licensed in a state. I am licensed in the state of California. Aditi in my office also is licensed in the state of California. We have other lawyers licensed in different states, and we have a great team of paralegals, law clerks working with us. Feel free to reach out. Anything I told you today is my opinion. You should not act or refrain to act solely on the information provided. You should contact an attorney if you have any questions. Thank you.